everyone, Gaijin Goomba here. Okay, so a funny thing happened about a week ago. Like 90% of the rest of the internet, I've been playing the crap out of Pokemon Go. And there's this little park near my place that has like 6 Pokestops, one right after another. It's just a great location, not to mention most of them are lured half the time. But anyway, as soon as I got out of my car one day, I saw a silhouette that made my heart freaking jump. It was an Exeggutor. And if you know me, you know I love grass-type Pokemon, so I snatched that thing as fast as I could. And this tree was pretty freaking swole too. Over 1400 CP, I've never seen anything in the wild that strong. But after I caught it and pumped it to more insane levels to take over local gyms, I thought to myself, you know, I never thought about it before, but Exeggutor and by extension Exeggutor, kinda freaky. Like, yokai freaky. Wait, no way. But if I've learned anything about Far Eastern monsters and cryptids, it's that there's no such thing as a concept too wild. I mean, geez, they got a monster whose eye is where his butt should be. I get that a lot of Pokemon like Drifloon and Liquid have a lot of disturbing Pokedex entries, but 9 times out of 10, these Pokemon are like Dark type or Ghost type, not freaking Grass type. But I kid you not, the living coconut palm tree Exeggutor is based off of Jinmenju, the human face tree. So, a little history about this freak of nature. Like many things in Japan, this monster tree is said to have come to Japan from China as cited in the 1712 book Wakan Sanzai's Way, aka a collection of pictures of heaven, earth, and man, where it became a Choshizen yokai, or basically a being of supreme nature. The Jinmenju is said to grow mostly in the south in the mountain valleys, and the fruit called Jinmenchi, or human-faced child, is said to be sweet and crunchy. But why for the love of God would you even want to eat it is beyond me, because I don't know about you, but I'm not too partial to eating fruit that has a human face. Eyes, ears, nose, mouth, the whole face. Not only that, but the fruit are indeed sentient, cited to constantly be laughing and giggling to the point where they actually fall out of the tree. According to my research, it is speculated that the tree is long gone due to people eating them into extinction. And as the fruit of the tree is supposed to allow one to extend their lives by tens of thousands of years, I guess I could believe that, but would you seriously eat a sentient, living, baby-face fruit? Now, believe it or not, this is not the only tree in folklore that produces human-looking fruit. The Wak Wak tree from the 1001 Arabian Nights Tales and the Ginseng tree of the Chinese classic Journey to the West have been cited to bear human-like fruit. So why does Exeggutor and Jinmenju have a one-on-one connection? First of all, look at Exeggutor's faces. In each one, in every generation, the Pokemon is smiling. In fact, according to the Pokedex entries of Pokemon Yellow, quote, its cries are very noisy. This is because each of the 3 heads thinks about whatever it likes. In Pokemon Golden X entries, we're told that while each head is independent, it never squabbles. This easily references the fact that the Jinmenju tree specifically is always laughing and giggling to the point that its fruit heads will fall off the tree, while the Wak Wak tree is constantly screaming, and the Ginseng tree doesn't even make noise. Next, according to Pokedex entries in Red, Blue, Silver, Crystal, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Leaf, Green, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, when the Exeggutor's head matures and falls off, it becomes an Exeggcute, aka just a head. Out of the previously mentioned freaky human fruit trees though, Jinmenju are the only ones whose fruit stays only a head. The Persian Wak Wak tree fruit may start off being human heads, but they actually continue to grow into full human adult bodies. And the Chinese ginseng tree also produces fruit that starts off as a human head, but ripens to the shape of a human infant. Following that, Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald Dex entries state that Exeggutor was, quote, originally from the tropics. Not that they were from the tropics, but originally from the tropics. This phrasing leads me to believe that Exeggutor was brought from the tropics to mainland Japan to be domesticated. And that's exactly what happened to the Jinmenju tree. Remember that book Wakan Sanzai's Way I mentioned? Well, the Osakan doctor that compiled that book is quoted in saying that the Jinmenju tree originated, quote, in valleys on an island some 1,000 li, or 2,500 miles to the southwest. I measured it. 2,500 miles southwest of Osaka puts you in the South China Sea, in the tropics. So if you think about the folklore chronologically, you have the Wak Wak Island tree in the tropics from the 1001 Arabian Nights Tales in the 9th century, from there moved to China in the form of the Ginseng tree in Journey to the West in 1592. Then finally moving to Japan where the Jinmenju is chronicled in the Wakan Sanzai's Way in 1712. Both Exeggutor and the Jinmenju tree started off in the tropics, but gradually moved into Japan. Finally, let's compare Exeggutor to a painting of the Jinmenju by 1960s manga genius and creator of the ultra-popular yokai manga Gegege no Kintaro, Shigeru Mizuki. It is entirely too obvious Exeggutor's based off this painting. The leaves, the faces, the colors, it is literally one-to-one. There's no denying it, Exeggutor is the Jinmenju tree. So, what does this mean for the Pokemon world? Well, given the fact that the Jinmenchu fruit is supposed to give you an extra 47,000 years of life, I'm surprised these things aren't extinct yet. Certainly explains why Ash has been 10 for over 20 years. But regardless, it really does make you realize that insanely deep cultural inspiration can come from even the weirdest of Pokemon. But thanks for watching, everyone. And hey, if you love this kind of content, I bet you'd also be down for some exclusive geek swag. And if such is the case, consider a subscription to Loot Crate. Loot Crate is a subscription-based service that brings $60 worth of unique, geeky goodies to your front door for only about $25. In my Loot Crate DX Futuristic theme box last month, I got an artsy Futurama polo, high-grade Gundam Barbaros model kit, Star Trek Starfleet Academy towel, art print from the sci-fi classic Buck Rogers in the 25th century, and my absolute favorite item, a Pacific Rim 7-inch Gypsy Danger figure. This month's theme of Antihero has loot based on Hellboy, Harley Quinn, Kill Bill, and Archer. So if you'd like to support the show and net yourself some exclusive swag, head on over to lootcrate.com/culture and input the code CULTURE at checkout to get 10% off your purchase. But don't wait, the cutoff time for this month is August 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific. And hey, speaking of Exeggutor, click here to hop over to my channel and learn how and why this Pokemon decided to go where no Exeggutor has gone before. Or click here to learn from MadPat how humans aren't so different from Pokemon after all. And don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on all the newest Theorists videos. But until next time everyone, this is Gaijin Goomba signing out.